Vlad Ethereum Classic.
What's up, gentlemen? Capital gentlemen. So today we're gonna go over Bitcoin and Ethereum price action. But let's just get into some quick analysis on just some current events before I get into the charts. And just how everything's playing out. In regards to going into the bull market in this pre-halving year and sideways accumulation year that we're gonna be going into. So I just want to point one thing out: the Bitcoin halving is 168 days away, according to this website. You can say this if you need to. So 168 days away brings us to March 21st, 2024. And basically, that means you've only got like 6 months left, maybe like 5.5 months. But if you don't have the capital, you got a little bit of time to get something together so you don't have to go into a bitch into the bull run with no altcoins that you forgot to buy at lows, and then now you want to buy the exact same coins for all-time high prices. And I find that to be ridiculous, but it's just a matter of fact that most people can't handle, downside moves. They just like literally they forget about this. They come in here. And then when some shit like this happens, or some shit like, oh, they come in here and then some shit like this happens, and then they lose some money, they call it a scam to never return. But realistically, like, dude, it's still a higher low. Like you got to go back. But like all this is still higher lows. Like, let me go. Yeah, bro, you see this? Are y'all seeing this? Talking about like we all know it came from $300, $100, $1,000. We all know it came, from like 3K. But at the end of the day, people want to act like Bitcoin didn't do any of those things, and then they want to say it's fucking dead, like retards. Like, I don't understand how an asset comes from $300 and is performing at 27K in a recession after it came from fucking zero, and you want to call it dead. Yeah, right? Like, no. But moving on from that, there's not too much current events going on besides what I'm gonna bring up in regards to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm gonna talk about Solana later today, but not in this video. I'm gonna bring up, I'm gonna get into this more, get into the Solana phone more. Uh, bring this over here, and I'm gonna bring this over here because we're not talking about that. I'm gonna talk about Marinade a bit more. Marinade does connect a little bit to MinSwap, talking about MarginFi, perhaps Radium, because my argument for this still being a good play is the fact that genuinely I don't think that a token being 95% down is what disqualifies a token. I don't think that's the case to be made here. Everything in Solana's TVL is 95% down. In my opinion, it's who has developers who's still around and what's the top three in the category. I'm gonna look at some of these off the clock. Like some interviews with Anatoly, so I can get a better idea. Okay, don't listen to this. I'm looking at some helium stuff. I'm not probably not gonna be buying helium, but she's. I don't know why she's kind. I don't know. She's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. She's kind of. Anyways, um, but yeah. That's basically. I'm gonna just go over some Solana stuff later, but let's get into the charts. So I'm gonna just go to the 4 hour time frame on Bitcoin USDT. Um, so So let's just start at the 3 day. Right. So with the 3 day candle close, I mean with all the rejection we've seen as recently, which in my opinion is finally making a move to the upside. I mean to the downside finally, because I mean the Bulls were not. I mean the Bears were not having this upside move. We did not like this shit at all. Right, essentially looking for 3 day close in the red, which next 3 day close comes on Friday or Thursday night. Um, so hopefully, I mean, if we can get a bit lower, I'm down for it. But I mean, if we close at these exact levels on this next 3 day time frame, then no. So yeah, on this next 3 day time frame, we basically broke down out of this channel, and basically we got rejected to the bull market support band, which I would love to see. I would love to see, because then that brings into question, what we were looking at already, with this finally forming, and then we're looking for a neckline breakdown back down to levels of 21,000, or this one that's already in play, um which would, with our 18K target, which doesn't have to come into play. I think, a bit higher support levels will come into play there, but it's besides the point. I want to bring up 4 hour time frame. um so right now, something I really like what's going on here, because not only are we rejecting from the bull market support band, but we're filling out a symmetrical triangle. And I just want to point out a few things, right? So how, like, people are, some of the, the Bulls still cheering around stuff, right? And we could look at momentum later, because that is an important factor. But I want you to notice how we got rejected at the 23%, right? Over here. Rejected at the 23%, and then we cannot hold the 38.2, rejecting off the 38.2. And if we've had two confirmed rejections, like just bounce, nope, trying to gain support off the upper region of this box, bounce back into that rejection, bounce back, rejection, what do you think is going to happen? Like, it's already testing the bull market. I mean, not the bull market. It's already testing a 50% level. Like, it's already tested a 50%. It just has to close below the 50% for this to be in play. And, like, granted, we're not even in the apex right now, but that's, I mean, at the rate of the momentum, I mean, technically we could still bounce around here. Maybe we go back up, but it's still respecting these trend lines. Even if we don't break down here, as long as we respect the trend lines, I see something in play. But then at the same time here, like, hold on, is this a hold on? What is this? Is this a Head and Shoulders? The fuck? No, it's not. It might be though. Hold on. Oh shit! It really could be. Hold on. Where do I want to start? Okay, so if I go like this, and then I just bring this back down. Maybe the neckline's a bit higher than that. Hold on. Okay, let me delete this. So, okay, let's just draw out a neckline in general. Let's just say, like, around here. And I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just saying it seems like that's where a lot of support came in, right? And we just go like this. Because I'm like, hold on. To the high, to the low, to the high, to the low. Is this valid? Oh, hold on. That has to be a bit better. I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta zoom in because it has to be fucking exact. All right, we're gonna try this for the third time. High. Okay, so we start over here. Start over here. High to the low. God fucking damn it. Okay. High to the low. Yeah, you guys see what I'm saying? God fuck. Just hold on. Fuck. And then bam. Is this valid? I don't know why this neckline's so fucking weird. Hold on. Bring this lower. What's wrong with this though? What's wrong with this? What the fuck? Maybe I'm just drawing this shit wrong. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Because no, and you guys might be like, "What are you talking about?" Technically, bro, is as long as this doesn't supersede that, it's a head and shoulders, and that's my argument. And if we just go like this to here, and I mean, I'm not saying it has to be a head and shoulders, but I'm just kind of like, I'd like to see more defined, a more defined head. But I mean, regardless, we get damn near the same target with it when we break down. Right. I just want to let you guys know that. Take this off here, and then we can just have this strictly be on the 4 to 6 hour. Sorry that took so long. Probably edit that out. Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna edit that out. Yeah, it took me like 3 times to draw that head and shoulders, but regardless, um, the point I'm trying to make here is more so. I mean, hold on. Where's my 6 hour? Where's my? There we go. Okay. So like I'm on the 4 6 hour, and maybe if even if you don't validate this head and shoulders and the potential breakdown, even if we break down from the Fibonacci, like I was saying, we may very well do. I'll just take this off for now. I'll just send this to the abyss right now. I'll just send this back to 3 hours. I don't want you guys to be confused. So even if we break down off the symmetrical triangle, the target still comes in at our 50%. No, 100%, 1-to-1 retracement level. And honestly, at that point, I mean, coming back into mid range, we have a clear rejection. And if we come back down to 26K on a daily time frame, 26, boom, head and shoulders target in play. So really, we want to see us come back down to 26K. I mean, I guess our neckline is a bit more, has a bit lower, you know, is a bit lower in terms of neckline, like as from 26K is like $500 less to 25.5, right? But even coming in at 26K, as a short-term target, you could argue that that puts it in play, but then you could also argue that I mean it's either showing momentum to the downside, or you could argue that that puts it in play. Um, um, what else? Anyways, though, I don't think that I don't think I'm trying to think right now. Hold on. I mean, yeah, but like, 'cause if we hit 26K and then we eventually hit 25.5 and it's only $500 away, then after we break that 25.5, then obviously this break puts this target in play, and then bearish momentum, which is what I've been arguing the whole time. But I mean, on top of that, we'd have a clear rejection on a larger time frame of the 23.6 retracement. So, and then obviously the 38.2 rejection, and then blah 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 blah. Moving on, I'm gonna get into the Ethereum charts. Um, moving on, right? So with Ethereum, I mean clear bull market support band rejection over here on the daily time frame. Right, yeah, maybe not a 3 day, but we're getting a 3 day in a second. But clear bull market support band rejection over here. Um, it's not looking too good for, because I mean, hey, I mean, you don't reject off the bull market support band and it's not bearish. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't. We're kind of in like a mini range right now, heading to the bottom of the range though, seeing if we could bounce off bottom of the range. And it's between 27.55 and 15.31, coming in at 15.58. So like, it's not looking too smooth over here. But that's just that. Getting into the USDT chart. So what I wanted to point out, another reason why we rejected off the bull market support band, is because, I mean, with this pattern, we kind of got shown a target months ago, back in May, with this, and I say this is still in play as long as we don't break above the high, and we didn't. Right, it was kind of at risk, but we didn't. So this target's still in play, and the momentum got confirmed. Couldn't hold support here. Like, the momentum, the target, the pattern target is kind of like, if you want to debate, it got rejected off this trend line if you extend it, but I'm not going to do that. Like, clearly it's in play because we're halfway down the 20 to negative 26% target, coming in at about 1400. So I'm or 26% to the downside, I should say. But even going off of that, like, we clearly have, breakdown kind of struggling to play out in this area, just because we're in no man's land still, sort of. But even with that previous range that I disclosed, this is still showing weakness and supporting the 50% retracement level. So it's not it's not it's not like looking too good here. I mean, the only bullish case I can see is as we get, because this can play out in a wedge, is what I want to point out. Like, clearly we have some form of a wedge. Either we're gonna break down out of this wedge and not even hit the bullish bias that this wedge creates, or we really could do something like this. Hold on. We really could do something like this, and ultimately, just, I mean, we can still get to a similar target but just be at more risk of a breakout. But that's if you believe that what's happening in the economy isn't going to just invalidate this sooner. I don't see us breaking out and creating any bullish momentum anytime soon, in my opinion. Um, I mean, you might be like, "Oh, well, Vlad, what happened to recently?" And my argument is that that only happened because I mean, shit, bro, market manipulation, people. I mean, yeah, long liquidation. The exchanges has something to do with this because the only real catalyst for this upside move was the liquidation of the 770 million shorts. And who's to say that they're not going to do a liquidity grab to the upside? Like, if you don't think that you think like that in general, them pushing the price up doesn't benefit them. If they're going to liquidate the shorts, you're paying to liquidate the longs. Like, you're literally paying for the longs to get gassed up, shorts cover their longs get bullish, they add to their leverage, and then after price gets hit with the scam wick to the downside, you've liquidated and you've created false fear and bearish momentum, and then you continue with the general distribution of this larger pattern. I mean, if this doesn't, it's not necessarily exactly Wyckoff distribution, but I think this does look like a distribution pattern to me. Like, in general, they accumulated over here, accumulated over here, accumulated over here, and started distributing at these highs. And we're seeing that play out in real time, in my opinion. Um, I think the 1 week, if we go to the weekly time frame though, let's just take off this bull market support band. If we go to the weekly time frame, like the assuming we have that target in play, like we already know where it's going to come in 1400. That puts us back in to our mid range over here. The target at 1400 puts us back into mid range because if you want to point something out, you're gonna be like, God, I'd say this is something to point out because, and you might be like, well, how did you even come to determine these ranges? Number one, these were drawn up long ago. This got drawn up back in November 2022. Like, straight up, this got drawn up back in the day when we was getting wrecked and everybody, and I thought Ethereum was gonna go to 500 straight up. Um, but the only reason why I drew this range is because at these, I'll just start from the base, right? At these range lows, right? Because this is where the range started. Drew this up to the upside and to the downside, including the June low, right? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What's the low on here? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I was like, where's that? Yeah, including the June low coming in at 880, right? June low coming in at 880, and then we had that range there, broke out. But this was resistance, defining a range, and when we came back into it, defined as resistance, confirming the range furthermore, just with a little bit more upside, right? Mid range came in as support here. And then when we dumped past up the mid range, that's when, support. And then when we wanted to break out, we went past the mid range. And then we went back in the upper range. The upper range got defined when this area down here came into support. This high, this area broke out, support over here, and then broke out. And then out of anything, actually this upper range is high key extended a little bit to that next high. That's my argument, is that if we come back down to mid range, mid levels, I mean, we're not coming back down to not test within, I say, even the lower range, and potentially even if we get an odd enough target, bro, like even maybe even $1,000 Ethereum, maybe like 1,075 testing, or because something we can't ignore, right? If we're gonna pay attention to the fibs, was something that's separating this price action over here, this range from this. is that if we break down into 1400, right, you've already broken the 61.8. So if we've already broken the 61.8, then the next target is a 78.6. And if you're putting the 78.6 at risk, then my argument is that, okay, you're putting the 78.6 at risk, then you come back into like this sort of mini range over here, right? Coming in at, hold on, bruh, just give me the box. Okay, that sounds sus. Okay, you have this mini range over here that could be relevant. I don't know what color I should make this. Maybe I'll make it like purple or something. Um, Something that's gonna like stand out. Have that mid range over there, because if you break the 78.6, you test this range. You go to let's just say halfway. You're testing a 1.1k Ethereum. That's close enough to $1,000. So I mean, I don't see until we start doing a couple things, right? Like if we break out of this pattern to the upside, okay, then that's a bullish case for Ethereum. But in order for it to do that, it would have to, not only take back market share on its Ethereum dominance, but in order for it to take back that market share, clearly it can't be giving it to Bitcoin. And with this playing out to the downside, and we've broken, bro, we have broken a 3-year support. We've broken a 3-year support on Ethereum. I'm short. I mean, I've been short on the markets, but I mean, realistically, when I called this out back in June, how we broke this 3-year support on shorts, like on my YouTube shorts, I probably called it out. I mean, and then furthermore, rejection off the 61.8, putting the 78.6 at risk, and coming back down in that 1-to-1. Like, this is easy claps. Easy claps, mid cheeks. Fuck. God damn it. I'm fucking retarded. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, that was retarded. But that basically wraps it up for this video. I mean, I've already talked about the downside on the dominance. But yeah, like with Bitcoin, putting this in play, we got this in play. Like bearish momentum's not looking too good. Oh no, what the fuck? What the fuck? But yeah, next video, gentlemen, I'll be making sure to talk about Solana. Um, Probably read through with you guys will probably be a longer video, but doing like a live research on Solana, why I think some of these plays I'm gonna incorporate. And yeah, that basically wraps it up for this video. So also wait real quick, make sure to go ahead, follow Capital Gentleman on Twitter. Um, Posting like motivational stuff. You get the YouTube updates whenever I post. I'm gonna start posting more frequently price analysis on here. I'm gonna start posting more frequent price analysis. For midday updates on Capital Gentleman. This one, my Twitter's my personal Twitter, but yeah, this is just my personal. Um, Basically, and oh yeah, I be talking like retarded stuff on here, bro. Like I be talking silly. But yeah, also I converted my TikTok into the Capital Gentleman page. It's a side play. I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting to get anything major out of this, but saying let me revitalize my TikTok. I was like, guys, I'm not using it. I was like at the bare minimum I can post what I'm already gonna post on YouTube Shorts. And that's the only thing that I came up what to use this. Um I mean, if you want to go sub over here, you can. I don't really respect TikTok that much. I'd rather you just sub over here. Because I mean, I'm trying to play the big boy game. I'm not trying to just be over here acting like this is where you actually get money. Like, I'm not going to extort you guys, but where the actual respect is over here. The views on here is more than equivalent to 100K TikTok views. So like that's why I'm not stressing about growing my TikTok as much. But make sure to like, subscribe. You know, I'll make sure to have. Maybe I'll try to have higher quality content, but at the same time, I do be funny as fuck on here. Yeah, like clearly, clearly. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'd be funny as hell on here. But if you wanna, like, yeah, this is hilarious. Yeah, I'd be funny. I'd be. Oh yeah, sometimes I give price updates, but this is more my personal account. But my professional account, though, again, is Capital Gentleman, is the Capital Gentleman one. So I'll see you guys later. Fitness, well simplified. Prosperity mastery, prosperity and finance, fitness, mindset. Maybe we'll release a mindset video. Maybe we will release a mindset video actually. I think that's something I can do. I'll probably do something like where I tweet everything and then I go over it. Um, I think that's a good idea. But I'll see you guys later. Capital Gentlemen.